What's the vibe right now? Is it because, like, across the country, you had this big shift in the last election?
Right.
Latinos moving to the Republican. Big shift. What I say is that hasn't happened as much yet in California. Is it happening?
People are waking up to all the BS, that takes place. Like, just everything. I think what was a huge eye-opener was the fires.
Right.
Yes. That took place in California. And just everything. People started saying, that doesn't make sense. But that doesn't make sense. Everything just started to make sense. Like, it was so obvious. They couldn't even hide it. So, and I lost a lot of friends during political season too.
You did?
Right.
You lost friends?
A lot.
What, because you were you pro-Trump?
Yeah, but I don't care.
The way the basic California dream is gone. You just basic things. Like, it's such a struggle financially. Everything is so expensive. You can never. The idea of owning your own home is just like
It's insane.
It was interesting data, which was, I think, we're the state with the highest proportion of under 34-year-olds still living with their parents.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
In all the country. I think I think it's a massive opportunity because, like, just practical things that people are just so fed up about. Do you ever see Republicans around here?
No.
It's rare. Very rare. Very rare.
Yeah.
They're hidden if you do.
Has anyone ever come here to?
You mean Republican office people in office, you mean, or just
No, just
Republican?
Repub-
Oh,
no,
I know.
Republican.
I actually know quite a few of them here.
Republican voters, people.
Oh yeah. But they're all I'll be honest with you, they're all in the down low. They're all quiet.
The fact that you exist here, they'll vote for that. That's because you
Yeah.
Just because you hate here, people will be like.
I for one would like to see if there's any way we can get small business grants, loans for the community here, so we can have things like a Trader Joe's, little markets or little businesses, and instead they allow vendors to just
Street vendors.
the street vendors to post up and
They tax everything and anything now.
And I know this because
So you're saying you'd like some kind of tax break to attract?
small business owners for
But you said Trader Joe's. They're not a small business.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying something where we can create our own Trader Joe's. You know what I mean?
Oh no, great! I love it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we can create our own small markets.
Okay, this part of the city is going to get redeveloped. We're going to get special tax breaks. You invest, clean it up.
Now, the problem with that is that we have there's so many rules and regulations for a small business. You have to abide by codes. Yet you have a street vendor.
Nothing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Free, like to do whatever they want. And I'll give you an example. On Atlantic and Pomona, there was a really cute taco shop that had brick and mortar, and it was good. The food was really good. But across the street was the street vendor that is like this. And all power.
That means a full for Mexican.
Full. Yeah, this means like packed. Yeah.
It means it was packed.
Yeah.
So, tax-free. So that taco shop ended up closing.
Because of the competition, which
Yeah,
was
you got competition.
totally unfair because they weren't paying any.
They had to pay overhead, taxes.
It's really
They
sad.
have like 2 to 3 families per household because they can't afford to.
Per apartment or house.
Exactly.
2 to 3 families.
My dad has
So how
3
many
families
people-
at his home right now.
Did you hear that? How much?
My dad has 3 families at his home.
3 families living with.
Mortgage, and I'm like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Right. A lot of my friends that rent,
Yeah.
they pay what I pay for my mortgage a month.
Yes. No, this is the thing you hear. It's like so much money for everything.
Perfect example, my neighbor has like 10 cars.
Yeah.
Which needs us
10 cars?
Literally.
For one house?
I literally go outside and count. I'm not lying. And it's like, it's ridiculous.
Because there's so many people living in the house.
Because they have so many people living there.
And you can see our streets are not fixed. The city never puts any money back into our city.
All our money's going to homeless and I used to work for Public Works and there are a lot of small business grants. There's a ton of them, but they end up contracting to the same
Yes, who
and
are connected.
It's very difficult. Yes, whoever's connected.
Yes,
it's very
yes.
difficult for someone like me to go and start a business and
Yes,
get a grant.
I
It's the
totally
process.
agree with all of that. So the thing is that I've always felt like with the government, that's like, I always remember this, they make it really complicated.
Right.
With this scheme and that program and this, and that gives them the power to give it to their friends and the cronies or help you,
They're
this,
in
that.
control of what's gonna.
And I just think it's totally the wrong way to do it. What you want to do is just get rid of the regulations and the taxes so that you can open it up to everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
But they don't want to do that because that gives up their power.
Right. Exactly.
And then they feel, we'll set up this program to help I don't know, you know what I mean?
That's what I was doing.
And then they're giving out the grants.
And I go back to when I tell you that when we saw that taco shop, we were like, yes, it's, our own people
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
moving, progressing, we're
Yes.
progressing, we're opening small businesses now. And then they closed down like 6 months later. We're like, dang. And I think a lot of people have the misconception that when you vote a little more conservative, that you're selling out to your own people, and it's not true because I'm not, honest to goodness, when I see a Mexican-owned or a Hispanic-owned small business like the taco shop, I'm like, this is what we came from. This is what we came to do.
That's exactly right. It's moving up. Everyone, you want to move up.
Yeah.
That's the California dream.